It's your boy OG Shizzy Browns, and this is another Shizzy Lit podcast. You dig me? You dig? Y'all know I've been out here putting in this podcast work and shit. I'm just getting started like I told y'all and all that. You feel me? So I'm going to tell y'all a story and shit. You feel me? I'm going to tell you a story about my motherfucking Dipset days when you couldn't tell me I wasn't in Dipset, boy. I don't know. I was just OG Shizzy. I wasn't even OG Shizzy Browns, and then I was just Shizzy Mo Browns and Shiz. You feel me? Boom. Dipset it out. I ain't gonna lie, shit around like, as soon as they drop, I was fucking with them, but, you know what I mean? I really start going crazy on the Dipset shit. Like, when the Jim first album came out, I already was on it, though. I already had everything. I already had, Come Home With Me. I had the Jewel's first solo album and shit, you feel me? Diplomatic Immunity, you know what I mean? And I believe Diplomatic Immunity 2 maybe first, I don't know. Because Jim shit came out, you feel me? And I ain't know. My man told me. I was already on the certified gangster shit and all that type shit. You know the game, I was fucking with the game. They linked up, you know what I mean? So, boom. My man was like, shit. I seen that shit that's when niggas was still going to like FYE or Sam Goody and all that type shit. And it was 2000 something. It was the early 2000s though. My man was like, shit. That shit already out. I was like, man, let's go over there so I can snatch that joint up. Go snatch that joint up, bang that. That was my shit, you feel me? On it. Then I think probably Diplomatic Immunity 2. I snatched up. I don't know what order it was, but yeah, I snatched it up and shit. So, they jamming off for years. All the albums dropping and shit. They got the little more than music shits. They got all kinds of shits dropping and all that. You feel me? Boom. Jim doing this thing. You feel me? Like Max B, all that type shit. So you just gotta think about all the shit that came before that. You know what I mean? I had it all. All the mixtapes, everything. You dig? I was Dipset it out, nigga. You couldn't tell me I wasn't the Baltimore division Dipset with Big Bully. You feel me? So you couldn't tell me that. I mean, they wouldn't tell you that. Listen, they wouldn't tell you that, but shit, you couldn't tell me. You hear me? Nigga was the lost member of Dipset or something. And then my man that I was rolling with like 05, 06 and shit, 07. This nigga looked like Jim Jones 2.5. This nigga was big as shit. You feel me? But looked at just like Jim Jones and shit. Nigga kept big ass jewels on, and we stayed flanked up on a red tip. Nigga, we stayed fly. You know what I mean? So I had to set the story up like that. So, boom, man, my man go up New York. I'm still on my Dipset shit. Now this one Max B done dropped. The first MOB members of Birdgang mixtape drop and Max B shit drop around the same time. Or if they didn't drop around the same time, I ain't know them shits dropped. So when I went to the little hood store, when I went to motherfucking Hot Steppers in West V and shit, you know what I mean? Martinsburg, West Virginia and shit. Hit Hot Steppers, that's where I got all my Dipset from and shit, you feel me? Boom. They had both of them, you feel me? Only time I remember Max B was from Jim second album, I think it was. You feel me? Jim had him on the Baby Girl joint, G's Up, Hoes Down, and I think and a few other joints, because that was my shit. I definitely had that. And, so I recognize the name from reading the credit. I'm one of the niggas that smoke when I'm listening to my shit, read all the credits, the producers, everything, the writers, all that shit on the artwork and shit. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, Warren, I ain't know you had your own mixtape. Grab the Max B joint. You feel me? Anything with Jim Jones or the Dipset Bird on there, I would snatch it, even if it end up being bullshit or a nigga just know niggas gonna snatch it because the emblem on it. You feel me? Snatch that up. It was like I found 2 gold nuggets or 2 big ass diamonds, because that shit was treasure, musical treasures and shit right there. You feel me? The first MOB members of Birdgang mixtape. And the first Max B, the $1 Million Baby mixtape, is you fucking what? Like, come on, man. That shit is gold. That shit is fucking treasured music. That's a musical treasure. You feel me? So, boom. Listen. I ain't gonna lie. If a nigga ever tried to say, if I ever was defending that music don't influence motherfuckers, I was a damn lie. And you gotta think about the shit that was out around that time too. The first Rick Ross shit had just dropped around that time, or it wasn't even a year old or something like that. Motherfucker Ross dropped. I think the second Jeezy album was ready to drop or dropped and shit. You feel me? Shit like that. Then the Jim Third shit was ready to drop. You feel me? I think fucking who else ended up dropping and shit? Motherfucking Project Pat dropped Crook by the Book, I believe it was. You feel me? Motherfucking you feel me? Because niggas had the bootleg niggas and all that shit, so a nigga start going hard. Yeah, having all the mixtapes. One of my favorite Dipset joints was the Big Mike Birdgang joint, the Jim Jones joint. You feel me? That was my shit. The Big Mike, DJ Big Mike and shit. And the DJ Drama joint, the 7 Day 30 joint. Stupid. You hear me? You feel me? I think J.R. Ryder album had dropped. I ain't really like that. I ain't saying it ain't do good on the number. I ain't like that joint. He got to stick to his regular format. It was like he just had a whole files of shits that was so, you feel me, clean and professional mixed and shit. He was like, we just gonna make that the album, but you should have just cleaned and mixed up some of your mixtape shit when you be spazzing the fuck out, and that joint would have hit better. I don't think I like Hell Rell first shit like that either. I probably liked it better than the J.R. Ryder shit though. I ain't gonna lie. Who else shit dropped? You know what I mean? And I definitely fucked it with the Killer season. Definitely had grabbed the movie and the motherfucking album. That's a big fact. You dig? And I was just like I was in Dipset, boy. You couldn't tell me shit. I was grabbing all the DVDs and shit. You know what I mean? Whatever. You know what I mean? So when me and my man finally went up New York, we all flanked up. We both flanked up fly shit. You know, feel me? And since I think I'm a Dipset nigga, where the fuck I'm straight wanting to go at when I go to New York? We going to Harlem soon as we get the first chance. I got the wheels and all that shit. Niggas like, you know, being on we tourist type shit and shit. Niggas like, yo, you shouldn't even drive. The traffic and shit ain't shit. But shit, I ain't gonna lie. I wish the fuck I would have drove, boy. Because if we picked one of the hottest motherfucking days, we was standing Long Island and shit. It made me in the alright lower sections and shit. But we got up there late, got a little room and all that shit. You feel me? When we got in the morning, we jumped on a little train and shit, hit the city though. Try to just do some city shit. We jumped on the subway, all that type shit, you feel me? Strolled through. We hit a lot of little barrel roads and shit. Harlem was first though. You know what I mean? You know, we hit 125th, all that shit. You know what I mean? Buying shit, you know what I mean? Because we was already fly, but where we at, boy, it was hard to get fly. We had to hit the cities. We had to hit Baltimore and shit, and all that type shit. And so we was like definitely going to New York. Go get some fly shit that niggas can't get everywhere and shit. You know what I mean? Exclusive shit. So, boom. We does that. We walking through town. We weed head niggas so and shit. You know what I mean? We want to roll up. We walking through the lower blocks. We don't know where the fuck we at for real. We just tours for real. That probably don't look like tours. We blended in with the city niggas good now. Don't get it fucked up because we was fly already. We was wearing the same shit them niggas was wearing and shit. I ain't even gonna lie or exaggerate. When we was walking through, I was rolling up. Me and my man was walking through. My man had this big dumbass rose gold motherfucking cross with the Cuban link and the princess cuts all on them. So we looking good out here and shit. My watch game was always superb. So niggas see my motherfucking wrist shining. This nigga motherfucking wrist and neck shining. You know what I mean? We just shining. We fly all that shit. Niggas thought, I heard the Lord niggas. We walked past two niggas sitting on the step and shit. We looking fly. These just regular Lord niggas from round they way and shit. These niggas like, man, these Dipset niggas and shit keep walking around. They're like, I heard these niggas. I say, yo, you heard what them niggas say? Like, cause you look like Jim Jones, boy. Niggas walk around thinking we Dipset niggas and shit. I'm already thinking I'm a Dipset nigga. Now we in New York and niggas mistaking me for a Dipset nigga. So I'm like, oh, wow, it must radiate off me. You feel me? So you know how that go. Come on, man. At this time, this nigga Jim had stacked bundles. This nigga was the hottest nigga in New York. Rest in peace to stacked bundles and shit. I been fucked with yo when he was Desert Storm. When he was just, I remember the first time I seen him on the Smack DVD. You know, feel me? And he hit that hard ass freestyle with the goons in the back and shit. You know what I mean? That was the first time we say we didn't know who the fuck we was, but we felt him. You know what I mean? If we didn't feel you, we was fast forwarding your ass and shit. We ain't never fast forward that nigga. That's all I'm gonna say about that. You know, feel me? And then we just start seeing him more and more, respected my man bars more and more. He never spit no bullshit when we heard him. You know, feel me? I watches the motherfucking Jim Jones Fast Lane DVD and shit. Who the fuck I see on there? Stacks. I'm like, oh shit. What the fuck Stacks doing on here? This nigga Birdgang. I'm like, oh, this nigga is showing the fuck off. You know, feel me? Then he had a Baltimore nigga sound just like Jay-Z and shit. So, like, he was just doing everything right for me and shit. You know, feel me? Boom. Only who I ain't fuck with on Birdgang. I ain't like the counterfeit Birdgang he came out with. Now, let me throw that in there. I ain't like the counterfeit Birdgang that Jim threw in there when he came out with the real album, because you know I copped that. I copped everything. You know, feel me? I was a little disappointed in that, and I felt as though that was Max B shit that they were singing, so I definitely really wasn't feeling the joint, but it was still Jim, so I still end up rocking the shit out that motherfucker. I was going to ITT, Technical Institute at that time in Owens Mills, Maryland and shit. So that was my ride music, boy. That was my ride music on the way there and back and on. You know, feel me? That's why I had the little Apple, you know, feel me, iPod and shit. The little Apple MP3 player, the little small square joint with the big circle button in the middle. You feel me? I'm just letting y'all know I ain't bullshit. I'm just taking y'all back. You know, feel me? So boom. Yeah. Nigga went up New York and shit. Niggas was going crazy for real though. I bet if I ain't mistaken, me and my man used to go hard. I think we had the motherfucking Chrome 4.4 with us just in case and shit. Cause you know niggas might have motherfucker one try nigga and shit if they realize we ain't, you know, we ain't from around there. When they hear us talk and shit, they go like, yo, you feel me? Niggas like, they ain't from around here, bro. And every store you went in, that motherfucker is like 40 mean-looking ass, grimy-looking New York niggas in that motherfucker that be talking. Then as soon as you walk in there, all of them just whoosh, look at you and shit like on a little TV show or something and shit. So, I was happy we did have that joint. I was trying to go buy some motherfucking 11s and know some 12s from a store and shit. And there's about 30 mean ass little niggas in there. You gotta motherfucking swallow the motherfucking fear and walk up in there, boy, with the straight face and shit. Look at niggas in their eyes and shit. You feel me? So, and you gotta pull your money out and all that shit, nigga. You guys to show you. Listen, man. Anyway, I'm getting off the subject, but like I've said, the point of the whole situation is the story. You know what I mean? It's definitely music influenced the shit out grown motherfuckers. I wasn't as grown as I am now, but I was grown. I was over 25. We gonna say that. You know, feel me? When I'm talking about this New York trip, I'm pretty sure I was already over 25. You feel me? But that was the most time I got money, boy. That was my Getting Money soundtrack, all that motherfucker. All the Dipset shit. But the specific shit, boy, was the Big Mike Jim Jones shit. The 7 Day Theory, the DJ Drama shit, I believe. The Gangster Grills, the motherfucking Max B $1 Million Baby mixtape, the M.O.B., the members of Birdgang first joint, the second joint banging too, you know what I mean? And what else? The second Max B, the Max B radio shit. Man, listen, man. Trust me, man. I probably had it all. If I missed something, boy, that's because, nigga, that shit wasn't in my area. Cause I was looking for shit. I was catching random ass mixtapes and shit, probably counterfeit joints, but some shits was hard. So, you know what I mean? That's how I go. It's your boy OG Shizzy Brizzle. I just had to let y'all take y'all back down my Dipset motherfucker. I'm talking about Birdgang shirts, Dipset shirts, all that type shit, boy. Couldn't tell me shit. Nigga, I was in Dipset, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? It's your boy OG Shizzy Brizzle. Oh shit, I forget about the Jim Jones concert though in like shit, what, 2008 maybe? 9? Something like that, 10? I don't know. It was at the Velvet Rope in Baltimore City. You feel me? I remember the Jim Jones joint Me and my cuz went. We was in VIP. I had hella purple haze from my man CB. Y'all know who that is and shit. You know what I mean? Boom. I'm all in VIP and shit, feeling like a Dipset nigga. I'm walking past NOE and shit. That's the Baltimore nigga I was telling you sound like Jay-Z. But he's a big time nigga for real though. Like seriously, like yo do extravagant shit that you don't even think about. You know, feel me? So you can tell he get money just by the shit he say and do and shit. You know, feel me? But yeah. Boom. I don't know where he at now. He's somewhere getting money. I just don't be hearing him rap no more and all that shit. You know, feel me? But yeah, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I was in that motherfucker with an abundant amount of haze, man. I was stupid, dupid high, bro. Like, you don't understand. Stupid, dupid high, brother. So high, you know what I mean? Like, and that motherfucker drunk, hazy, going crazy, ready to see my man, Jim Jizzle. This nigga get there late as a motherfuckers. You feel me? Shit ready let out damn near. We got about 30 minutes left. This nigga get in there, nigga talk about smacking the motherfucking DJ and shit. Cause it wasn't his DJ, it was a Baltimore nigga. The little niggas that threw the whole joint, I believe. It was their little DJ. You know, just stepping in cause I don't think they DJ was there. Don't get me lying and shit. But I know. Yo told the nigga he was gonna smack fire out of or some shit like that. End up beefing with a squad of Baltimore niggas and shit, you know, feel me? But I know he got his little goon squad and shit, big bully in the squad and shit, and me, you know, feel me? So niggas was like, they made a little video on YouTube and shit talking about it. I just so happened to be there, so I knew what the fuck they was talking about and shit. So, you know what I mean? You know, just Dipset it out and shit. It's hella more stories I can tell, but I just wanted to go on and give y'all a nice little story real quick about that situation. You heard? My man definitely said he was going to smack, but I ain't going to keep saying that and shit, though, because, you know, babe, you'll end up beefing about that. I don't know if it's squashed or not and shit, or if he even worried about it, paid it some motherfucking mind and shit. But this was around the time Ghost of Rich Porter was banging out on the street and shit. So that can give you the timeline right there. Because that's what I was bumping at the time and shit, you feel me? So that's made me really want to go see my man because he was still doing his thing. Even though Stacks was dead and shit, Bax was gone. Yo, what fuck with them? It was a gloomy Birdgang time until that motherfucker dropped. He bought the Ghost of Rich Port out. That motherfucker was knocking. You hit me. I still rock that shit till this day. You feel me? So yeah, man. That's all I wanted to say to my peoples out there. I'm going to give you all the content and all that shit. And look out for these skits and shit. I'm a funny nigga, man. You feel me? I'm going to copyright my shits too and all that shit. But y'all comedians, man, y'all can get with me, man. We can do some work if y'all want. Write that into one of your little sitcoms you ready getting all that. And I mean, just holler at me. I can be your writer. You dig? So, it's your boy OG Shizzy Brizzle Dipset. Stealth bomb Dipset all motherfucking day. You hear me? I'm out. Yiddy. Yo, yo.